So hello everybody and welcome to another Retro Games for Cheaters with me, Supernautus. Just with me, you know. This is Silver Surfer on the Nintendo Entertainment System, a game that most people remember as being very difficult. This was developed by Software Creations for Arcadia systems in 1990. It's a shoot 'em up, both vertical and horizontal at times. And we are going to play it. Galactus has summoned us. He has need of me. The universe is threatened from beyond. But not by him. Beyond. Beyond. The evil forces of the magic domain are almost upon us. Only by recovering the cosmic device can all be saved. And if I refuse... You must not. Upon this, all life depends. So let's start with... Well, let's start with that level. Start at the bottom, work our way up, right? It's Reptile. 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 All comic villains. So, you know. So here we are. We're the Silver Surfer. So here we are. We're fighting against weird things. So, I'm playing this with infinite health and lives and invincibility, which kind of helps. Also, if we do that, we can use a bomb thing to kill stuff. Some of the enemies are quite difficult to defeat, it has to be said. You shoot and shoot and shoot at them, and they don't seem to die. So you're like just some fish. Really not that easy to kill. There are some power-ups you can get. I think that's the main reason this game was so difficult, is because the enemies are actually quite tough to defeat. The thing that's generally accepted with this game is that the music is very good. There's no doubting that. The music is fantastic. Composed, I believe, by Tim and Jeff Fallen. Can't remember the pronunciation. Some really nice music. One of those games where, you know, like with side-scrolling shooters usually, you know, you maybe have to hit something twice to kill it. With this you have to kill things about 50 million times to harm them at all. This is like a weird reptile with a backpack on. And you couldn't kill him. I mean, I shot and shot and shot at him and he wouldn't die. You see? I've got some improved weaponry. There we go, we can always press the select button to use some kind of special bombs. That guy apparently can't die. I can kill everything else but not him. So we'll just ignore him. We'll just ignore the frog that's sticking its tongue out at us. There's frogs everywhere. Now it feels a bit better. If you stay far enough away from the enemies, he's definitely not defeatable. So we'll just ignore him. Just ignore him. Is this like the boss of this stage? Oh, I accidentally hit select. Honestly, it was an accident. Section complete. Let's move on. Eventually. To section 2, Reptile's second section. And we're vertical now. We're vertically shooting. As opposed to horizontally. Just in case there was some confusion as to which direction's which. Very straightforward. I mean, I should say very straightforward in terms of how you play the game, without a doubt. But the fact that some of the enemies take quite a lot more hits than any regular shoot 'em up game, you know, general characters do, that's definitely made it difficult to approach as a regular shoot 'em up. It's not so bad because it's not like a bullet hell level sort of shooter, so you've not got like shots going all over the screen that you have to kind of dodge in and out of. So at least that part of it, you would think would make it more straightforward. But you would think wrong, apparently. Not that you're going to notice it with this. Turtles. I like turtles. Don't you? Oh, it's another difficult game. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We're not going to play that just yet. Oh, what's this? It's like a dinosaur turtle. It's like a giant turtle. The Ultra Turtle. Apparently it's very edible. Oh, he got sad, look. He's sad now. He's got a sad face now. I did that. I made him sad. For you! Oh, pterodactyls, or pteranodons, or flying monkeys. I don't know what they are. They're evil! Are we in the Savage Land or something? That's a Marvel thing, right? So yeah, I mean it's... Oh, now you've got enemies coming from the other side, which is always a pain. But yeah, I mean it's obviously well known as probably one of the most difficult games of its time. And for good reason. I mean it's not a simple... If you approach this game, as I say, as a general, you know, shoot-'em-up game, you'll probably not progress very well. But there we go, the device piece has been surrendered! And it's the top of the thing, whatever that is. It's making a noise. Shut up. Shut up! And off we go, off to World 2. Let's go here. Fire Lord! Okay. Oh, we're going vertical this time, which means we're probably fighting the boss vertically, right? I think I've just got to stay here. Looks like we've got hands coming up out of the water that are going to grab us. How long are their arms? How long are their arms? Who's down there? Why are they under the water? Lava. Why are they under the world? That's what I say to them. Get lost. Thing is as well, though, like a lot of shoot-'em-up games, other than the bosses, you could probably just try and spend your entire time avoiding enemies if you wanted. I'm not sure it would make it any easier, but the only trouble is, you know, there's a lot of areas where it's very easy to crash into the side of the wall, and obviously if that happens when you're playing normally without all these cheats, it would be a bit of a... You'd be dying really easily to just hitting walls. I'm sure that one was on the screen, but okay. We'll give it a pass. Yeah, I mean we can use the select button to clear the enemies because obviously we've infinite bombs as well, or whatever that is. Some sort of smart bomb thing, I guess. But really, I mean, all we're doing here is fighting a load of hands, right? Give it a hand. Nice and easy. Section 1 complete. Moving on. Section 2 of Fire Lord. Oh. I am also working on, not that it's got anything to do with this whatsoever, but I'm working on potentially doing some film reviews of, you know, like sort of B-movie, horror movie sort of stuff, and science fiction as well, which I'm working on right now. I'm working on one with the intention to do another one as well. Those are walking weirdly. I don't know when that's likely to happen, because, as I say, I'm still currently working on putting together the kind of bits of the film that I want to kind of have in the video. Initially what I've done is I've cut a film down to about 25 minutes. Basically just the scenes that I think would be quite interesting. Or that we can riff on a little bit, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it goes and how I feel about it when it comes sort of time. I still have to script out what I'm going to say about it, maybe, or just I don't know. We'll see. That's all I can say. We'll see what happens. Hey, that thing just went all weird. Its face melted. Yeah, I like the music. I'll give it that. It's got good music. But you know, I'm looking at it. It never got. This is a game that never got a particularly great review scores, other than the fact that the music was very good. And you look at it and you think, yeah, it's one of the most difficult games on the system. But was it really worth playing? Like it's quite a slow-moving. It's a slow-moving shoot 'em up. You know, I'm the Silver Surfer, but I'm moving at the speed of. I may as well be the Treacle Surfer. You know what I mean? I may as well be. It's. Oh, I'm slow. I'm very slow. Fire Lord, Section 3. This must be him now, right? We can kill him. Wait, what happened there? I thought we were going to have a horizontal, a vertical screen. Go away. I thought we were going to have a vertical screen. He's got like bull heads here. We're going to have to fight a Minotaur. There's like weird fish inside the fire. No, they're birds. They look like fish. Where's Fire Lord at? Where's the Fire Lord at? There he is, look. We'll just shoot him. Don't worry about any of the others. He ran away! Where's he gone? I think we killed him. He surrendered, or well, he surrendered the piece of a device. It's over there on the right. It's a device piece. Yeah, okay. Who we got? Possessor! He's not going to possess this place for much longer. But yeah, I mean, I think part of the difficulty of this game is, as well as the fact that there's a lot of enemies there who take quite a lot of damage before they'll die. It's very slow, while the enemy characters are so much faster. The you know, the enemies that you face. I don't know what these statues are all about. Is this a guy that is he like a collector? Is that what the situation is? Possessor is a collector. He must possess everything, including that. What is this? He's collecting people's heads? Is he some kind of headhunter? Is that what the situation is? He looks like some kind of early 90s Kenny Omega. If you know who that is, I suppose some people might not, but we're doing it! You know, I've realised that you can play this as a two-player game. I've not played this as a two-player game, but who does the second person play as? The other Silver Surfer? The silverish surfer, the light blue surfer. Who do they play as? Who does the second player play as? All these things that he's got. All these statues, or maybe they're people that have been frozen in time. I don't know. Do you think that's possible? Anything's possible, right? Not anything. Some things are not possible. It's okay to say that sometimes some things are impossible, by the way. Because there are things that are impossible. And I need to stop talking. Take this, empty space. Section complete, section 2. We're vertical again. See, this is one of the first stages I would say it feels more like a regular shoot 'em up. Just because the kind of waves of enemies are kind of continuous and it just feels a bit smoother, you know? It's an eye. Alright. That doesn't even sound like the music. I'm just... Can't do it. Oh, I can. What are they? They're like weird ghosts. Sneaking towards us. They thought that they were getting to us, but they weren't. No! Should have gone that way. Should have gone that way. But yeah, there's a lot of pickups that are around that you will not be able to get very easily if you smash into things. Which is also a bit of a worry. There we got these things. They're like lasers on rails. No, well, they're not lasers. They're guns on rails. Guns on rails. Rail guns? Perhaps. Oh, what's this? We're entering some kind of gladiatorial arena. I think it actually is. Look at them. They've got like spears and shields and things. Oh, we just got sealed off there. The door closed and oh, section 2 completed. Section 3. With this guy, the Possessor. What are they? What the hell are they? He's not going to possess us. He's got like weird collapsed face. There he is, I think. So many things that he brings along before we can fight him. There he is, he's dead. We got him! And the device piece has been surrendered. We got another device piece. Whatever this device is. It's very divisive. Haha. It's the Emperor. I should say the Emperor, he's the Emperor of the Skrull, isn't he? He calls himself the Emperor of the Skrull. Although he isn't really. His name Kylor. Right, that's his name, isn't it? Let's go! He's got tanks. I'm fighting tanks as the Silver Surfer now. This is obviously going to be a much more military-themed world as well, isn't it? So they're going to have lots of high technology, expensive military technology. Like guns on trains. What was that? Was that some kind of ship? Some kind of plane? That's interesting. Just keep rocking and rolling and getting through here. And I don't know why I said that, that's a bit weird. Just keep going, is all we need. Just keep going. Get rid of the Silver Surfer. And all of his enemies at one time. What's this thing? That's the boss for the stage. I think it is, you know. I think it is, you know. That's the boss for this part of the stage, at least. I'm guessing we're going to stage 2 for the Emperor. Stage 2. Here we go. More robotic enemies. So there are enemies obviously on parts of the screen that I won't be able to get to at times, which is quite good for me to use that get a weapon upgrade and then I immediately lose it. What's that? Spider-Man! Is that a green Spider-Man? That's just 2 pairs of legs. Bouncing up and down. Bouncy legs. I kind of want to take out the ones above and below, which is why I decided. What have we got now? Throw away. Bouncing light bulbs. Okay. I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna lose it like in seconds. I guarantee I'll lose it. See? You can't keep that weapon power up for long enough for it to be particularly, or I can't keep that weapon power up long enough for it to be particularly useful. So what do I have to fight to get out of this stage? Just all this crap? Oh, we got a thing there. The music is great though. I can't stop mentioning that the music is fantastic for what it is. It is a fantastic soundtrack. It keeps the excitement going, you know. Keeps your mood up, especially during a game that's incredibly difficult. The problem is everything's an obstacle, you know. I need to destroy all this stuff in order that I can get to him, I guess. And we're almost done. He gave up! Gave me a device piece. It's the top piece of that, whatever it is. I still don't know what that is. Oh, there's the last world. Mephisto! We have to fight Mephisto and all of his ghostly allies. No! You've got ghosts coming out of all the doors. And weird Mephisto faces on the wall. Look, now it's got a picture of him screaming. At least opening his mouth. Might not be screaming, you know. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. Mephisto, he looks like he should sound like Starscream or something. You know? I don't know why, he looks like he'd have a really annoying voice. It sounds really weird, doesn't it? Mephisto looks like someone who'd have a really annoying voice. And who'd have bits of his head missing by the look of things. Da 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 da. Yes, it's very much just with the cheats turned on, it's very much just a trot along, go where you're going, without the worry about the fact that you're about to be pasted by some horrible enemy. Even though we probably will be. Still on stage 1, bloody hell. Get rid of them all. It's just a regular, you know, the annoying thing, right? This is the stage boss, it's just a regular ghost. Like, you've got, each stage has its own little mini boss. And it was just a regular ghost in that occasion. Oh, where are we going now? We've got cannons. And laughing skulls. At least I don't have to see Mephisto's face on anything, right? He loves to look at himself in his house. Or maybe that's there to scare people, do you think? We've got eyeballs creeping out of every nook and cranny. It's like he's making a Halloween haunted house thing, and he's like, oh, what can I add to my haunted house to make sure people don't come in? How about a floor covered in rolling skulls? I'm picking that up, but there's not really any reason to. I wonder if I can hold on to this. Oh no, I lost it. What a shame. Yeah, because these paths, of course, are dangerous. Get lost. Get rid of the cannons, and what are we fighting here to get out and face old Mephisto? No, what are we doing? Oh, nothing apparently. Mephisto Section 3 presumably means we are fighting Mephisto. You can fight with your Futo if you like, but I'm going to fight Mephisto. This is usually... Look, he's the mountain. He's spitting stuff out of his face at us. He's the mountain from Game of Thrones, you know? And we got another piece of device. There's an awful lot of pieces missing. Where are we going now? You've done well, Surfer. Now only one piece of the device is missing. This you will find on the far end of the magic domain. Will I? What is inside the magic domain? Magic, I would guess. Probably lots of magic. You'll find out very soon. Hurry, you have very little time. Well, how little? How much time? Has this got a time limit, this mission? Off he goes. Through a spinny gate thing. Is that, is that Sinister? He looks like Mr. Sinister. But, interesting. Interesting. Certainly looks like him. Right, let's do it. Let's just get through this. Get this final thing for Galactus so that he can eat all the worlds he wants. Don't forget, you know, although he obviously fought back against Galactus, the Silver Surfer's initial reason for being was to scout out worlds for Galactus to eat. Wasn't it? And then he rebelled against him because he didn't want to have all these people killed. The Herald of Galactus, that's who he was. He came and everyone knew it was time to leave. Or fight back, I mean... How successful have people who fought back against Galactus been? You know, we don't like to ask these questions. Nobody knows, I suppose, because, you know, if the worlds have been devoured, you'll never find out, right? What's that? It's like a ghost with crossed arms. Like going, oh, you got here at last. Been waiting for you all this time, just to die. Yeah, that's totally Mr. Sinister. What the world? There's a bunch of mouths. It looks like a lot of characters from The Simpsons are stuck underneath there. That's what it is, isn't it? They're all Simpsons characters. Trapped under the earth. forever stuck in positions of pain. What's that head next to it? That's where all their eyes go. So you know, all the mouths of people from The Simpsons go there. They dye their eyes different colours so that they can use them as kind of landscape. Oh, now there's orange ones, look. This is the Oompa Loompas. So he's gone out and he's, Mr. Sinister, he's gone out and he's captured some Oompa Loompas. And imprisoned them under the ground as well. He really doesn't like animated TV shows and kids shows, kids films. Like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's a great film. Especially if you like creepy tunnel sequences. Where the actor's just gone, been allowed to do whatever he wants. I think it was unexpected just how creepy that tunnel sequence was going to be when Gene Wilder did it. But it is one of the best. I mean, it's a great film in general, I think, but that's one of the best bits of it, you know. As they're going down the tunnels. There we go, we're facing the boss, eventually. It shows, it's still a picture of Mr. Sinister, let's see if that's who we're facing. Probably, right? Probably, surely that's who it is. Yeah, I thought the music is very good, but it is the same music throughout the game. Or it feels like it, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am, though. You know, the music actually makes the game seem more exciting than it is. And as is often the case, or always the case with games that set difficulty over... What the hell's this? You know, as with all games that, in my opinion, that set difficulty over all else, and don't produce a decent storyline or whatever, you know, I'd rather have enjoyable gameplay and a decent storyline, to be honest. Rather than fighting something 50 million times and then giving up because... I don't know. Well, that is not Mr. Sinister. What in the world is that? Just ran it. What? Oh, it just gets to run away on me, does it? What in the world is that? And he's on that side, so I can't shoot him, I can't turn around. And he's got a lot of health, whoever he is. Excuse me, mate, where's Mr. Sinister? I feel like I've been ripped off here. Like, properly ripped off. He turned a different colour. Oh, he's taking too long. I mean, look at that. I'm also using my bombs. Oh, he's moving faster now. Oh, and he's changed his pattern. He must be almost dead. Oh, he's gone right through me. I think that's interesting. His boots are obviously changing white because they're white normally, and his body's turning. Boots are turning purple. Wait, what's going on? I know. Oh, there he is. He's dead. Is that the final boss? Have we done what needed to be done? The device piece has been surrendered, and whatever this is, we've rebuilt it in its entirety. Your quest is at an end, Surfer. The forces of magic have been defeated. Now the device is mine! See, at the end of the day, it wasn't wanted for any good purposes, was it? You're still working for Galactus. No, the device is too dangerous. I will take it to a safe place. Never shall it fall into the wrong hands. The fires of Mount Doom. Yeah, I think most people could have read that by now. The end! That's what we get. The end of the game, we get the end. And then some credits. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.